Hi, this is Steve Rybrook with Ledgeview Partners, and this video is about the Suggestive Sell feature in our CRM for oil and gas product. The product you're about to see is powered by Microsoft Dynamics CRM. However, I also want to let you know that we do CRM for Salesforce.com as well. So with that being said, let's jump right into the application and take a look at this. So I'm just going to minimize this here and pull up CRM and go through it real quick. So I'm in CRM, and what I'm going to do, I'm about to make a call or stop by an account. So I'm just going to do a quick global search for an account, and I will find it, open it up, and there's a lot of different things I can do on this account. But one of the features that we've added is this Suggestive Sell button. So what I want to do is just kind of show you the end results and then just kind of back into how we got here. So any user then can go in and hit this Suggestive Sell button, and the concept here is the system is going to look back at what this customer has been buying, look at a matrix that you set up of correlations between what we call product segments. You might call them product groups or product categories or product lines. And based on the purchasing pattern of this customer and that matrix you set up, it's going to suggest some product segments that you might talk to the customer about. So in this case, it's even saying here, the following is a list of product segments the system recommends you try to sell to the account based on the product segments they are currently buying. So and it recommended furnaces and additives. So I'm going to close out of this for a second and just show you how we got to this point, and then I'll come back here and show you a few other things you can do on this screen. So to set this up, the first thing you do is you go into the system, and basically you'd have us do this, and that is to define how many months of order history you care to analyze when you hit that button. I would say most of my clients go back either 6 or 12 months, looking at what this customer's been buying lately. And then there's an area in the settings section of CRM where you go in, and I'm in my little test world here, so I might get a couple of pop-ups. I go into my test world, my setup world, and what I do is I create that matrix, that correlation between two product segments. So what I'm telling the system is, if I have a customer who's buying antifreeze as an example, most of the customers who do that also buy additives. So again, when you hit that button, it's going to look at an account, but whether it's 6 months or 12 months worth of history, look at all the product segments that they're buying, and then look at this matrix and go, okay, here's basically what are they buying? And then if they are buying, let's say, antifreeze, check to see if they're buying these product segments, and if they're not, let you know that. And it only works one way, so it doesn't flip and go the other way. So in the case of, let's say, antifreeze and grease, I've also have in here, if a customer is buying grease, check to make sure they're buying antifreeze. So that's how that works. And then you can also go into a specific product segment, the master record, and put in a comment that you'd want to pop up when the Suggestive Sell screen comes up. Again, just to help, whether it be an inside salesperson, or somebody in customer service, or an outside salesperson, have an idea of what you might want to push to that customer based on that product segment. So if I go back, I suppose I could just go back to the search again. It's probably the easiest way to get there. Pull up this account again. Go to my Suggestive Sell. And it did all that analysis based on what they were buying, what they weren't buying, and that matrix. And it suggested that we should talk to them about furnaces and additives. So obviously, if you're hitting this button, often enough, you're going to want to kind of record some things that you've done. So in the case of additives, it looks like in the past I've talked to the customer about additives. And what I did is I just put a note in here that says, they don't even buy additives from anybody. So apparently they're not in the additive type business. So stop talking to them about this. So the concept we created here is like the snooze button. And so what I've done is I said, snooze this product segment, until December 31st, 2099, because they don't buy additives. Now, maybe what I would want to do is just, bump this out maybe a year or two, and with this comment, and then just to check, when I see this pop up and the date has kind of come up, maybe I just ask them, hey, are you still not selling additives? Because, if you're not, we sell them and we can talk about pricing. The other one that came up with furnaces, I didn't snooze this one, so still this one is, one I could talk to them about. And here's a description I put in the furnaces product segment master table to just have me pop up this message whenever furnaces show up on the suggestive sell screen. So you can get real creative on what you'd want to put in here, and then everybody just gets to see that information. So normally 1 or 2 people in the organization take care of the setup of this, and it's pretty simple. It's usually a one-time setup, except if you want to manage these descriptions. And then you just have this suggestive sell feature. So pretty cool option. It's been well received by our customers. They're setting it up and using it, and it just saves a lot of time analyzing, manually what the system can now do for you, just by looking at what they are buying, what could they be buying, should they be buying, and then just to give you a quick reference when you're talking to them to have that dialogue. So that's it. That's our suggestive sell feature. Real easy to set up, really powerful, and hopefully you can take advantage of it. I just want to jump back into the PowerPoint here for a second and wrap this thing up quickly. So just a couple things to touch on as we wrap up. Just a little bit of background, about 10 seconds on Ledgeview Partners. CRM is all we do. Again, we do it with Dynamics and we do it with Salesforce. We're in Appleton, Wisconsin, and one of the things that we're most proud of around here, besides all these awards that we've gotten, is our 98% customer retention rate. So we're really proud of that. Lastly, if you like what you saw, you want to learn more about CRM in general, our oil and gas CRM product, which is with the suggestive sell feature. I'll leave this on the screen for a moment, but Kevin Brown is your contact here. He would be the one you would reach out to. You've got his phone number here, his email address, and let him know you've watched some of the videos about the oil and gas product and want to learn more about that, or anything else with CRM, because we also do a lot of, I guess I'll say, CRM from scratch. So you purchase CRM, we can do a design and an implementation project for you as well. So that's it for me. Hope this video was helpful. Have yourself a fantastic day. Bye now.